Hi everybody, welcome to Carnation Crafts. I'm Laura. We have Kat next door and we have Tasman as well. You're not mic'd here? No. There's Shay and hello. Right, this is our last show of the day. So this is our craft along, and today we are crafting along with the Ornate Gate, which is the brand new expansion pack that we brought you first thing this morning. You can see it's on a show price for you at $22.99. And that is going to go back up to full price at midnight tonight. 45% of the stock is gone, and we've only shown this in one show so far. We showed this first thing this morning, so if you've missed it, great way to get in now before that goes up to full price. Now, the Ornate is the expansion pack that we have here, and when we have a look, we have got the Stay a While, which is the expansion pack for this, and you can see how perfectly this goes with these roses. Are perfectly coordinated with the florals in the Stay a While, and obviously other elements in there work perfectly with Stay a While as well. So we've got Stay a While on the show. We're going through samples of these. Right, let's have a look at some samples of these first before we go into Stay a While. So we've got, so you can see how detailed this gate is. Look at the detail in the die that you're getting on here. There's so much detail in the gate around the edges as well. You can see how these come together. Now these samples are using the Ornate Gate with Stay a While. So you can see some of the florals there from the Ornate Gate, but the other elements there are from Stay a While. So you can just see how perfectly these work together. Now you get the gate in 3 different colorways. You've got this absolutely stunning dark, it's almost like a black grey color. You get gold, and you get the almost like a cream ivory color. So you can see that. So those are your 3 colorways that you'll get in your vignettes. And then let's just go through a couple more with these. We've got this one here from Vera, which just looks absolutely stunning. And again, you can snip into these as well to make the gate actually pop open. So you can have your scene behind there. You could have a special sentiment behind there. You could even pop some pictures behind there. You can do so much with these. And with the mirrored vignettes as well, it's going to look stunning on every side that you open these. So you can see there, again bringing in their elements there, and then we've got this one here, which again is gonna open up like that. You can see your florals there going down the side from the Ornate Gate, using the Ornate Gate there as your card base. So you could make your complete card with these and open it like that, and you can see on this one there, you could go in all these filigree bits, go in with your embossing pen and heat emboss them, or go in with your foil or gilding flakes, things like that. You can see it going around the edges. It really adds that extra bit of luxury to the Ornate Gate. You can see they're bringing this one in, and then how that works, like that. And then I got 2 more. I got one here from Pam, so using the mat for this as the card base, so you can see there, and then adding in the gate with just the florals there on top. How pretty is that? I love adding little pearls there, look, for the handles of the gate. It just looks so cute. And then we've got last one here, which is Janine. I love the gate in the dark colour. You just see so much of the detail. It looks like a really old, like steel gate that you'd see in a really fancy house, and you can just see the drive. You can just about make the house down at the bottom of the drive. Absolutely stunning. But those are the samples using the Ornate Gate, and that's using some of the Stay a While as well, but we have got the Stay a While on the show as well. So if you missed that, because it was it August we said? August that was launched. So if you did miss it, great chance to get in now, or if you did see it, maybe you can get it time, anything like that. It is on a show price. Because we brought the expansion pack, we've put this on at a show price for you. So it is $109.99. And that again is going to go up at midnight tonight. Now, if you get this, you do get the free P&P with this. So if you add in the Ornate Gate, you're obviously not going to pay the P&P on that. And then if you add in your perfect papers, your glue, your foam tape, your absolutely anything, then obviously you're not going to get that P&P on top. Now, we do have samples here using the Stay a While on its own. So you can see there, look at that. That's just using parts of the foliage and the flowers. How pretty that comes together. Now this one, I'm just going to show you quickly. This is using the Into the Scene card shape. So all of these are your card shape, all of these layers, and then you've got a mechanism down the bottom. Now, if you want to see how the mechanism works in more detail, go back to August on our channel and you'll see Carla going through the mechanism in a lot more detail for you. But this will pop out to give you that 3D effect, which works great with this because it gives you that deception of space straight away. So these look like they're in the front, and then you've got those scenes in the background. So that is how that will work. We've got one here. So this is Janine. I love this. Look at that swing. If you're watching as well, let us know if you had a swing somewhere by a lake or a river that you played with as a kid and you popped your initials on a tree. Because Kat, did you? See, Kat, so Kat has just said she did, but Bunny and Taz said that they have never done that, which I find bizarre because that's what we used to do as kids all the time. As soon as the weather got nice, that's what you do. You'd go down the river, or you'd go down the sea, or you'd be by a lake. Something. So we've got look. Oh, I can't remember the names. Stuart and Susie, that's it. Stuart and Susie are our squirrels. And then we've got another one here. This one, you can see, looks so simple. How effective does that look? Having those roses in the center there of those apertures looks absolutely beautiful. And then look at this one. So this is Sue. Look at that. Adding in, you see, you've got your apple tree there. You've got your tree in the background with the birds in, the bird feeder. You know, you've got that scene there. And then you've got all of the hills and the mountains behind you. That is just absolutely beautiful. And then we've got another one here using that card shape. So again, you pull, and then you can see how that just pulls out in that domes to give you that look. How pretty is that? And then that will just fold flat as well, which is a good thing because if you make and sell, great for postage. Stuart and somebody else. Susie, I forgot already. I remembered Stuart, so Stuart and Susie. Look, so cute. Right, should we get on with it? Am I going through more, or should we get on with the demo? Let's do a demo. Right, let me try not to make everything fall over. Right, let's make a demo. So I'm just gonna pop these little bits here. Right, so we're going to start off with cutting out the base mat. So we've cut that out already in my card base. So you can see I've got the fold there on the top ready to go. So I've got my card base. Then what I'm going to do is pop this on there. So I'm going to glue this so I don't glue over. If I glue that, I'll glue up here where I don't need to glue. So I always glue the smaller part that you can see. And then that is going to go on there like that. And then I've got my card base then. So we've got our card shape looking interesting straight away before we've even done anything, because we're using that matte for the card base. And then before I stick, so what I'm going to do next is stick the matte in our perfect paper. Now I've cut this out again in the same size, because what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do this before I stick that down, I've got a sheet of acetate, or you can see it, and you can see I've just cut these bits down. So that is going to sit on the bottom like that. So that's just going to go across there like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, she says, I'm going to just put a little bit of red liner tape on there like that, just to hold this in place. So if you're using acetate, use red liner tape, make sure that it stays where you want it to be. You can use a wet glue, but it does tend to move, and it does tend to, sometimes it can come off, especially if you make and sell with like the heat and things like that. So always use a red liner tape. Now, red liner tape, absolutely, I don't know, I think I am just a generally static person, because red liner tape will just stick to me. How are you? Oh, Kat's just said she's exactly the same. I don't know what it is. It will not. Right, that is going to sit on the bottom there. And then I'm just going to pop these off there. And put them over there. And then this, now I'm going to add some glue onto the top. And I'm just going to add a bit of glue around the edge there. That is going to sit on there and stick to that red liner tape on the back. So I've covered my workings basically, so you can't see any of that red liner tape. So when I open it up, you've got the white inside, and you've just got that bit of acetate sticking out on the corner. Now our next layer we're going to put in is our white. So I've got that pink frame with the matte layers. But before I do that, we're going to come in with some of the Stay a While. So far I've only used that Ornate Gate. So all these matte layers are from the Ornate Gate. Now we're going to go in with Stay a While. And we're going to start building up our scene. Now, this is a prime example of do as I say, not as I do. Because if I'd have thought about this card before, what I would have done is, and you have seen me done this before, where I've cut out the vignettes and I don't glue them, and then you'll see me sometimes go like that and I peel them off and say, oh, you can have two. So if I was doing a card like this, and obviously it's all about it and I was at home now, I'd do that, peel them off, stick one at the front, and then go like that and flip it and stick the other one at the back. So because you've got the mirrored vignettes, you'll have that sheet of acetate in the middle, and then you're covering all of the acetate, so you won't see any of it. Like now you're going to see the back. I hope that makes sense. So prime example of do as I say, not as I do. Now this is going to go, I think we're going to stick this down first. So we're going to stick this on. Let's get some dimension in this layer. So we're going to go in with our foam tape. So just adding a bit of height in there. So the Ornate Gate, I'm just being told, is almost at 50% gone already. This next layer is going to go on there. So I've got that lovely pink frame, and that is just going to sit there like that. Now I'm going to pop the gate in. Now I've got the gate here in almost like that off-white colour, which just looks absolutely stunning. But like I said, you do get it in 3 different colourways. So you've got the almost like a very dark grey black colour, you've got this colour, and you've got a gold colour as well, which, you know, I was saying earlier, this to me is like, it could be your weddings, it could be your christenings, it could be absolutely any occasion. Equally with the gold, could be Christmas cards, and then the dark as well, I feel like you could also use for Halloween cards. So I feel like you can use this all year round with different collections. Right, so just pop that in, and then what we're going to do is we're going to start building up our scene. So our tree is going to go down first. Now this is going to sit there like that, and go there like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some glue and glue that there like that, and then go in with our pin flare, add a blob there, blob there, 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 and there. Right, and that is just going to sit there like that. Actually, I'm going to bring it down a bit. And then what we're going to do is add in our stonework. So that is just going to tuck in there like that. So I'm going to add some glue to that side. That's going to go there. And then this. So again, if I was doing this at home, I'd use red liner tape, but for speed, I'm going to use a wet glue. That is going to tuck there, like that. And then I'm going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. This is going to go under that layer there. Oh, wrong layer. There, like that. And then this is going to go at the back. So lift that up and then just tuck that there like that. So we've got those there like that. Then what we're going to do is bring in the bench. So I'm just going to pop that there a minute. So we've got our bench and we've got some little elements here to build up the elements on the bench. So let's get some glue. We're going to go in first of all with our picnic blanket. So you can see there we've got that there. So that's going to sit right on there like that. So just grab a little bit of glue. And that is just going to sit like that. And then we've got our lunchbox, which I think is the most adorable lunchbox ever, is going to go there. It's like one of those old-fashioned metal lunchboxes. That's going to go there. And we've got our flask as well. So pop a little bit of glue on the back of this one. And then that is going to sit there. And then we're going to pop in, actually we won't put them on there, we'll pop them on the card. Right, so back to the card. Now this is going to sit there like that. So what we're going to do is pop glue there. Just where that's going to sit on the tree, and then on this leg bits I'm just going to pop a little bit of pin flare to support it, just to keep that raised up, because obviously that is coming forward because the tree is already raised. So that's just going to keep that up. Then we've got welcome to the 60s club. And this is just going to sit there like that. And then we're going to add in these little elements that you've got with them. So I've got my birdhouse. So I'm going to pop this above there. We've got our little bird here. Cat, you'll have to name our birds. We haven't had names for our birds. We haven't had any names for the birds. Put her on the spot now. Name the birds. Do you know what birds they are? Wrens. That's what Bunny said, so she must be right. I was like, I've got no clue, so I can't tell you either way. Right, we're going to tuck him there like that. So he's there. Bird. Oh, the squirrel. The bird. We've got a Wendy. I think we get 3 birds. So you've got plenty of time. You've got 3 to name. And then we're going to pop this one down there like that. And then we've got our card. So I'll just open that bit up and then turn that there. And you've got that there. But they build up and they work together so well. So even building in those scenes all around, you can really go in and build the scenes around the gate, which work perfectly. Or you can go in if you wanted to and pop the scenes behind the gate, like some of the samples we've seen where you open up the gate and see those scenes through the gate. But everything there has been used using the Stay a While and the Ornate Gate. Now the Ornate Gate is our expansion pack for today, and Stay a While is the main collections that this is coming back to air. So this was launched in August, so it might be the first time you're seeing it. It is on a show price for you for today because we've brought the expansion pack in. So it's on a show price of $109.99 and it's on that price for today. So it'll go back up at midnight tonight. And then we've got our Ornate Gate in there as well, which is our brand new expansion pack that launched today. Were we on 45%? Nearly 50% of the stock is gone, and we only did one show with this first thing this morning, and people watch after as well. So if you do want to grab this, grab it at that show price. It's at $22.99, and again that's for today only. It will go back up at midnight tonight. Right, I'm just going to try and let's grab a different pile. Nope. Without breaking everything. Right, let's go through some more. So these ones are using the Stay a While. So you can see there, look at that, building in that church. I absolutely adore this church. I think it's so lovely. And it just, sometimes you see pictures of churches and or toppers or things like that, and you think that they're just for sympathy cards. But it could be a wedding card. I think it covers the happy and the sad moments. Or on a summer walk. And in the earlier show, I cut the steeple off to decoupage it up. And we were saying even like that, it just looks like a town hall or like an old town building. So you can mix and match those up as well. So it doesn't have to be the church. Just using those florals on their own. So this one, Vera's done this one for us, using those corner florals and building up your mats and layers there to end up in that scene there. Looks so pretty. We've got another one here. You can see bringing in that swing with a little bird on. So cute. And then we've got this one here by Barbara. Look at that. Isn't that the sweetest? That makes me think of like a little tag. you know, like a little gift tag. But then I'm like, that's the fanciest gift tag I've ever seen. But that would be an amazing gift tag. So pretty. And then we've got one here by Fiona, and this is the card mechanism that you get in that collection. So you can see how that just pops out to give you that effect, which is so good. And then we've got this one here. So we've got Barbara here. Again, bringing in all those pinks with those floral corners. It works so well. Bringing it in the sentiment. I love these as well. You've got the 60s club. I think it's from the 20s to the 100s. So you've got like the 40s club, the 50s club. So you've got all of those on there. Then we've got this one here again by Barbara. Bringing in all of those florals with the little birds. Looks so lovely. And again, I look at that and I think that could be a wedding card, that could be an engagement card, a Mother's Day card, a Valentine's card. So many different occasions you can use that for. And then, oh, another one here with the card. Oh. So pretty. So you can see there like the 20s club. So you can mix and match these up. And the lovely thing with this card shape is it does go flat. So you can just pop that out to get the dimension. But it goes flat. So if you are making and selling and you need to post, you're not going to have any trouble with that one. Look at this one. Vera did this one for us. So you can see how that just pops out to give you that space. But then again, completely flat. You go, welcome to the 60s club. Look at the scene behind that tree. It looks stunning. There's so much detail in the dies, in the ornate frame and in the stay a while. They are just exquisite. You've got so much detail, even in these floral corners. There's so much detail in there. You can go in and snip these, mix and match them up. You can just go in. You've got the path there as well, leading up to the church. So you can go in and mix and match those up. There's just so many different ways of using these. Right, so let me just put these back without dropping everything. Do another card demo. I'm amazed I got that there without it falling. Right, let's go in with let's do this one. So let's get the worst thing about having bags with your stuff in is like the decoupage bits just get static to the inside and never wants to come out. Right, let's do this one. So let me pop these here so I can actually pick them up. We're going to do our card. Now I'm using the Perfect Papers in here. We haven't really mentioned the Perfect Papers yet, so I'll mention them now. The Perfect Papers are to go with the Stay a While collection. I'm going to grab mine so you can see, because obviously the colourways, being Perfect Papers, are coordinating perfectly. You've got a light and a dark pink, and you've got almost like an off-white colour, a cream. So you can see the different colourways. I'm just trying to get one of every colour. These are mine, so some of them are missing, if you're wondering. So you've got the different colourways there. They work absolutely perfectly, and it doesn't matter what type of card you're trying to make. Like if I just grab a sample, you could use absolutely any one of those colours to make that. Even with the gold in the Ornate Gate, you can pull in any one of the colours and it works absolutely perfectly. And the same with the cream white colour. Any colours, they work perfect. But you do get 48 sheets in there as well, and they are 300 GSM, so it is card weight. So for your matte and layers, for your card bases, it's going to be absolutely perfect. Right, so we're doing our cards. Now, I've done something a bit different for this one. I've got some gold mirror card, and we're going to pop our cream Perfect Papers. This has got like that floral pattern in. This is going to sit on our mirror card. So we're just going to pop some foam on the back of here just to erase this up. And you know, I said earlier about adding oil or embossed powders to the gate, just to add that like almost metallic touch to those details. This would be a great way card to actually do that with, because you're adding in the gold mirror card in the background, so just coordinate in. Oh, right, that is going to go on there like that. So I've just got that lovely frame now with the gold mirror card, and then this is going to go onto our card. So that's just going to sit there like that. And then we're going to grab our dies with matte and layers. So you can see I've got the outside matte in that gold mirror card. Then I've done the second layer in our perfect papers, and then we've got the frame, the Ornate Gate there in the gold, which looks absolutely amazing. So what we're going to do, we're going to add some foam to the back of this one, and we're going to pop a couple of things in front of the foam. We're going to add in a couple of things first before we go in with our main element. So I want a few things in the background. Just add another one there. So let's, well, actually, let me see first. Right, so I've got some of this gorgeous brick wall here, like stonework, and I've got some of the little hedge. Where's the other one? Oh, did I only have one? Did I only have one? Maybe I did. Or am I doing it? Okay, right. So what we're going to do, we're going to pop one of these there like that. And these, now you could use these as little borders, the little hedge, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pop it like that, so it's like a proper fancy one that's got the hedge behind the wall. So we're going to pop that there. So I'm going to stick this down before I put that mat down, so I know where it's going. That's going to go there, that's going there, that's going there. So let's pop this one on. There you go. Right. So foam tape off the back. We've got some layers in between our scene already. So that is just going to sit like that. let's put this on there so we're not blinding everybody. Right, so we'll put that there. Now what I'm going to do is this is going to pop by there. So what I want to do is I want to build up my florals to go round. So I've got these large floral corners. They're from the Stay a While, but what I've also got is the florals from the Ornate Gate expansion pack, and I've cut them down. So that one would be connected to that there, so they would be connected, and I've just gone in and snipped it. So I've just snipped it in half, and I've done that twice. So I've cut down 2 of those, so I've now got 4 smaller bits to use. Okay, so I'm going to pop this but there. So I'm just going to use some pin flare. So I'm just going to pop this one behind there, and then I'm going to stick that mat on so you guys can actually see. That's going to go there, and then I'll just use some pin flare. and we'll stick this on there like that. There you go. So we've got that there. So we've got our floral there in that corner. This is going to go up there like that. So I want to even this out. So we're going to pop in, let's pop our gate on. Now I'm just going to use my hand for speed because I should have stuck this before I popped the pin flower on, but you know. Remember, do as I say, not as I do. Right, that is going to go there like that. Try not to squish it down too much. So that's going to go on there. If you do, the lovely thing with pin flare is you can just pull it up and then put it back down. So if you do squish something a bit too much, just pick it up and put it back down, because you've got room. Right, so we're going to add in now our floral elements. So we're going to go in and build up these flowers. So we're just going to go in with some glue, and those bits that I showed you from the Ornate Gate that I went in previously and cut down, you can see now we're going to bring these. So I'm going to add in these, and this is why I've cut into them, because I'm having these on the bend. So instead of having a straight line, I want them to be more than to be straight. That is just going to tuck in there like that. So bringing that down. So I'm just building up all the flowers around there. What else have we got here? Right, so we're going to add in some more of these flowers and build this up. So you've got your decoupage elements that you can go in with. I'm just throwing the birds around. You've got your flowers, so you can add these in. So these are going to sit perfectly on top of your florals, but I'm going to use them separately, okay, because I really want to build this floral corner up. I really want it to stand out. So I'm going to add these in just as little tuck-ins. Pop them anywhere where you feel like you've got a gap. Go in and just add them in, and then the same with the leaves. Go in and just pop these in anywhere where you just want to fill a little gap or a little space, or you just want to add in a little bit more height in there or anything like that. Then use those decoupage elements. Obviously you can go in there and use them as decoupage, and they're going to add in lots of height and dimension into your projects as well, but don't be afraid to use them separately. That is going to go there, and then we've got these that are just going to go in there again. Just add them in as little tuck-ins, and this is going to go for there. So this one we've got welcome to the 80s club, and we're going to add this behind there. So I'm going to add some flowers over here, not that much, but I just want to add in some of it just to balance this out. So we're going to have it going like this, so just balance, add it in, just to make that stand out. I'm going to pop that in there. So again, those little filler bits I was saying really work really, really well. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add in, where should we put our little birdhouse? For there. So add that in there like that. So I'll pop that there like that on the wall, and then we'll go in and add our little birds. So and for these I'm going to add these into the flowers. So I'm going to use some pin flower, and I'm going to pop I'm going to tuck him in there like that. So they're just hiding away in the flowers. Pop. Pop him in there. That. And then we've got one more that will pop. I think I'll pop it there. Just put a bit of glue on him. I don't know why, whenever I've got an animal, I always refer to it as him. I have absolutely no idea why. I think it's just, I don't know. Yeah, Cat's just saying that she does as well. I'm glad it's not just me. I got no idea why though, but I'll always say him, him, him. There we go. So if I pop that up there, and then you'll see how beautiful is that gate. There's so much detail in the die. It pops. The detail in there. And it's one of them that when you get it home and you cut it, you really appreciate how detailed it is, and you see all those little shapes in there. And don't be afraid either to cut into it. So like we showed you with some of the samples, you can easily go in and snip that gate, and it's really, really easy to do as well. Just to snip it, and then you can open them up. But this is using the Ornate Gate with that flourish. So you can see that the rose flourish there that's at the side. You do get the decoupage elements for that as well. And then you've got the Ornate Gate there as well. So that they're going to work perfectly together, because you can build, I think, did we do them once? Or did we do them once? Oh, I don't know. You can use these together perfectly. So like that one there, where you can see bringing the flowers in around the gate, and you can see opening it up, looks perfect. So really easy to snip into and bring those florals around there. Then we've got one here by Pam in the gold, and you can see how perfect that is. That I love the different colorways. I think it changes the look of them completely. I love the Pam's added little pearls there for the handle. Such a cute little touch. Absolutely stunning. But then, like, if I just pop that one next to it, Janine's done this one. But look at the difference in the gold, and then in the dark grey. It's not black. It's a dark grey, but it looks so different. And I think you can really see the detail in the gate when you look at it there in the darker colour. It really makes it pop. And I also think Halloween cards, you can use that for as well. Would be really good. Then we've got that gate there. So using the mats, you can see that cutting out that gate and popping in the flowers. We've got another one here by Pam, using that really dark grey colour. It looks absolutely beautiful. Welcome to the 20s Club with all those florals there. And then we've got one here by Janine in that white card. And this is actually using the card shape from the Stay a While, which we'll show you in a bit. So you can see what that's like. Right, but you'll see most of those samples did have extra elements on. Those extra elements are from the Stay a While collection. So everything you can see there is from the Stay a While collection. This is to go with, well, the expansion die is to go with this. So this is on a show price for you for today. It is going to go back up at midnight tonight. So a great way to get this at a great price. You've got the Into the Scene card shape, which I'm just going to lift up so you can see, is this huge die on its own with these, the florals in there with that card shape. So you can see, look how many dies, how big those dies are. Absolutely huge. So you've got the card shape in there. You've got absolutely everything. You've got the town and country in there. You've got so much built in, but we'll show you some of the samples for this one. I'm trying to grab different ones that we haven't seen. So you can see, now this is using, Fiona's done this one for us, and this is using that card shape. So you can see this is the card shape, and this is the mechanism on there. Now, if you want to know how the mechanism works, maybe you haven't seen this before, if you pop over to, well, obviously you're on a YouTube or Facebook, if you go back to the August shows, then Carla goes through the mechanism when this launched. So you'll be able to watch the videos and go over that, so you know exactly how it's done. But that's what that will give you that lovely dome effect. But the lovely thing with this, it will fold flat. So if you make and sell and you want to post, it'll fold completely flat. Then I've got one here by Sue. I really, really like this. I think that is so pretty. I love the fact there's no matte layers. There's nothing. It's just the scene, which just looks stunning. Absolutely stunning. Really, really lovely. So even bringing in all those other elements there. You've got the apples that you can bring in for the tree. You've got the birds there, and the scenes there in the back for from the dies as well. Then we've got this one from Vera, which I think is the most pretty card, and it looks completely different. Like if I bring in the last one to that from the same collection, I mean, that looks like it's from two completely different collections, but it's not. It's the same. But just using the floral elements, just using those roses on their own, matte layers and a sentiment, and that looks perfect just the way it is. Then we've got this one here. So we've got Stuart and Susie. Susie's not staying in my head. Stuart and Susie there on their bench, ready to pinch somebody's lunch. And we've got another one here. I love this. Look at that swing that everybody apart from Taz and Bunny had as a kid, apparently. This one again is using that card shape. So the mechanism you can use in different card shapes as well. So you don't have to use it in the matte layers that comes with it. So like that, you can use it separately if you wish. Look at them. They are just having the time of their life there. You can imagine they've just pinched somebody's food, ran off to that swing, and are living life, eating somebody's lunch. Look how pretty. Love that. Adding in all those matte layers. And then I've got one more, so I may as well just do these last one. We've got this one here, bringing in the bench. Look, welcome to the 60s club. And then our last one, bringing in the tree there, building up the florals and around the wall with the bench. You got welcome to the 40s club. And the church, look at the buildings in the background. So pretty. So pretty. Right, let's do another demo. So, oh, I thought I was going to get all of the decoupage. Oh, they did. Right. So for this one, we are going with the darker colour, and we've gone in with some greens as well. So we're going to go in first of all with the solid green from the Perfect Papers. So you do get two of the solids. Well, you get four because you get two of each, don't you? So you'll get the solids, you get the swirl pattern and the floral pattern in there. This is that dark green in the solid. And then this is the lighter green with that floral pattern on. And that is just going to sit on there like that. So we're just going to add our smooth cardstock onto there like that. So adding the different colour of green. So we've got for the darkest green and the lighter green. So don't be afraid to mix your light and your dark, especially if you've got the Perfect Papers, because it doesn't matter if you pick out the pink and the green. They're going to work together, so you don't have to worry about your colours or what cardstock to use, because all of that is going to be there for you. Right, so I'm just going to pop that off there. And then we're going to pop this onto our card. So this is just going to sit on there like that. So I've got that light and that dark green now, just framing our card. Lovely. And then we're going to go in. Right, now for this one, we're going to do the back of this gate first of all. So, right, let me just move that out of the way. We've got the mat. So this is the smaller mat for the Ornate Gate. And what we're going to do is we're going to pop these behind it. So what I'm going to do first of all, I'm going to glue that both there, so it looks as if it's built into that scene. So we're going to build that in there. I don't think I'll finish that, but we'll get as far as we can go. That's going to go there, and then what I'm going to do, so I've got that darker grey, and what I've done, I've put some white cardstock behind it, so just glue the gate and only the gate bit to your cardstock, and then once that's glued down, just follow those lines. You're going to cut down the middle anyway to be able to open it, and then just follow around the edge. So now when I pop that on there, you can't see anything until you open it. Okay, so what we're going to do is add some glue just to the bottom bits. So we're going to add glue down the edge of the gate on both sides, okay? So just add that in, and then that is going to sit there like that. So I'm just pushing that outside edge down, and then pick that up, and then all you're going to do, and you don't need to be neat with this because you're going to pop it down anyway, is just any of the seam that you can see coming over the gate, just cut around so you don't have any of that bit popping out. And if you wanted to, you could even have done it down that end. Depends how much you want to cover. And then let's get rid of that bit on the back end and that bit on the end, just so you don't see any of that green there. So we've got rid of that. Let me just move them because they've got glue on it, and I will glue it to something that does not want to be glued. Right, so now what we're going to do is glue the outside of this gate. So just run over that with your everyday glue, and then that is going to pop onto this mat. So this is the mat for the gate. You do get two, so this is the smaller one that's going to fit that gate perfectly on there. So once you've popped that down, because we've got that white there now, it looks like I've just matted and layered it onto white, but then when you open it, you see that seam there behind it, so you can do things like that as well. So we're going to pop that on there. Right, now I'm just going to leave that to one side for a minute because I feel like it's going to pop up. Where's there? Couldn't even find where my card had gone there. Right, so let's go in and build our scene up. So we're going to go in with our walls. I love these. They're like proper stone walls. That's going to sit there like that. And then we're going to set this one the other side. So I'm flipping them. So there's not that much of a difference, but can you see that this one kind of goes into a point? So I've flipped it so that one goes, so they go the same way. So you've got that curvature on the outside. And then like I did in the last one, I'm going to tuck these behind so they look like a fancy wall with a hedge there behind them. So I'm going to do that on the other side as well. And then we're going to pop, let's pop this down. Let's just add some pin flower for speed. So pop that about for there. So we know where we are. And then we're going to go in and add in some of these florals. So this one is that larger corner one, and I've cut that bit off. So don't be afraid to go in and snip into these as well. I'm going to add Welcome to the 50s Club there, and then we can open that up and see the house, I think. No, do you know what? I'm going to put it off the card so you can still open it. So we'll pop that there like that. And then I'm going to change my mind. I want to put something else there, but it'll be fine. Right, the florals. These are the florals that come in that Ornate Gate. So I've cut them down so I can change the way that they're going. Don't be afraid to snip into these so you can make them go in different directions and go around different shapes as well. Because that's what we're going to do now. We're just going to build this in. And then I'm going to make sure you don't glue on the actual gate part because I'm opening this one up. So you don't want to glue onto that. Then this is the part of that corner that I snipped away because obviously we weren't going to see it anyway. And we're going to tuck that under there like that. So it just brings all of that down. And then this one, this is from the Stay a While. So these are some of the foliage that you've got in there. We're going to add that in there like that. And then bring in some of these florals just to tuck in where you want them. So any, like these are your decoupage bits, but you don't have to use them at all like decoupage. You can go in and use them just as little fillers. You can use them to build up your own displays, add your own bouquets in there. Like this one now, I've added in, but that, I don't like that gap. So just go in, add some foliage in. Let's get a flower and add that in there like that. So it's filled that unwanted gap. So if I pick that up now, you can see that there like that, and then you can open that up and see the scene inside. Obviously wait until your glue dries, until you start moving it and stuff again. But hopefully you've enjoyed the shows. That is using the Ornate Gate die set. So if you do want to grab that, grab it today if you can, because it is going to go back up to full price at midnight tonight, and you're getting it at a discount. Grab it today while you can, while it's at that show price. Now the Ornate Gate is the expansion pack that we've brought you, which is brand new today, but the expansion pack to go with Stay a While. So we have brought that back to you today as well. This again is on a special show price for today, and that will go back up at midnight tonight. So it is $109.99 for today only. You will get free P&P, free UK P&P with that if you purchase that one today. Right, that is our last show for today. Thank you so much. If you've commented, messaged, tuned in today, I hope you've enjoyed the shows. Dawn will be back, won't she? Dawn will be back on Tuesday. So Dawn Wheeler will be here on Tuesday with the new Clean and Simple Plus, and then I will be back on Hobby Maker on Sunday, and I will be back here Tuesday. I will be back on Tuesday. We will know by then. We will be here. It's just all a bit confusing at the minute. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I hope you've enjoyed the shows, and I hope you'll tune in on Tuesday with Dawn. Bye for now.